Welcome back to Swiss Watch Expo. This is Angel, and this week we are taking a look at my 3 best pick for unique Patek Philippe options. Stick around. Welcome back to Swiss Watch Expo. So this week we are taking a look at some really beautiful, unique Patek Philippe options. We have a ladies model as well as 2 gentlemen's models. So let's get right into it. The first up, let's jump right into this absolutely gorgeous Gondolo. Now this is a very rare find. In my 18-year history, I've rarely seen this model, and I absolutely love that chocolate dial with that very beautifully done bezel square. It's going to be 28 millimeter, but look at the beaded bracelet. It's gorgeous. It wears like a piece of jewelry, and there were no things cut off here in this watch. They've done every single detail that you could possibly think of. Not only do you have the diamond bezel, but take a look at the edges of the case. You'll have diamonds lining both sides of each corner, and then of course a beautiful diamond here turned on its pavilion for the crown, something that I think adds just that much more detail to the watch. And then a just very clean dial. It's done in the 18 karat rose gold. It's very weighty, very nicely done hidden clasp. So again, it wears like a bracelet. I'd wear this one a little looser on my wrist rather than stationary, just to give that extra look. So beautiful Gondolo option from Patek Philippe. Then let's get into this beautiful anniversary model. So this is your 5057. It is the Cortina Calatrava. So we always hear about the relationship that Patek Philippe and Tiffany & Company have, where Tiffany sold them that watchmaking facility there in Geneva. But let's talk about this Cortina. Cortina is the first authorized dealer in Singapore, a very strong relationship for the brand. And they created not only this one for the 50-year anniversary, but there was another that they created for the 25-year anniversary. So it did so well, they decided to come out with it again. Also limited to 100 pieces. We have one here at Swiss Watch Expo, so don't miss out on adding this to your collection. Probably my favorite detail on this watch is the triple row hobnail bezel. So you'll have 3 rows of that beautifully faceted, done only the way that Patek Philippe can do it. It will have a power reserve indicator on the dial here, one of my favorite details always. And then of course you'll have your moon phase, a small seconds, and a date wheel as well. Another unique thing about this beautiful Cortina is that it does not have your standard Calatrava movement. In fact, it has a Nautilus movement inside, which you can kind of notice when you take a look at the configuration of the dial. So another very cool feature about this watch. So Calatrava, but with a Nautilus movement. Probably another thing that I think is really gorgeous about this watch is how they've only done the Roman numerals on the top portion of the dial. It's just very well thought out. And then when you turn the watch around to the back, you'll have that exhibition case back. And if you look at it at the correct angle, you can see the insignia there for the Cortina 50th anniversary. So a really gorgeous model. Very easy to wear. I love the shape of the lugs and just an absolute stunner. And then last, but I mean, of course not least, this beautiful Grand Complications Perpetual Calendar done in the 18 karat rose gold with that silver dial. Probably one of the larger models from Patek Philippe. It is 41 millimeters, but this is an outstanding timepiece. I mean, if you take a look at just every single detail on this watch, you'll see that there were nothing was left out. So you will have, of course, your moon phase, your date, small seconds, as well as a 30-minute counter for one of the chronograph dials, and then, of course, a day date. Just a couple other features that help to create that perpetual calendar detailing. You'll have the day-night indicator here at the bottom, down between the 6 and 7. And then you'll also have the leap year, say that 3 times fast, leap year indicator right here as well. So that's a great detail to have on the watch. And then when you take a look at the watch from the side, you could see that they have curved the lugs so that it fits really nicely on the wrist, even though it is a larger millimeter for Patek Philippe. And then if you ever really need the tachymeter feature, it is here with your pushers. And so we'll go ahead and deploy that, let it run for a moment just to show you, and then we'll stop it and reset it. This is a manual wind watch, but I don't know which is better, the front of the watch or the back of this exhibition case. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely stunning. You will have, I believe, a little over 30 jewels inside of this movement, and just a gorgeous example of Patek Philippe high-level watchmaking. So again, just a beautiful model here at SwissWatchExpo. Very rare find. If you have the opportunity to add this to your collection, I encourage you. Patek Philippe does not make many watches every year, let alone grand complications pieces. So if you're looking for one to add that's very unique, I have it here for you here at SwissWatchExpo. So 3 of my favorites this week from Patek Philippe. Let us know down in the comments some of your favorite models. I know that the Gondolo series has some very unique shaped cases as well. So let us know your thoughts. And if you'd like to see any of these via FaceTime, give us a call here in the showroom. Again, this is Angel at SwissWatchExpo, and we'll see you in the next video.